Alright. Hello, my name is Christiana. Yeah, this is my first time dorming. So just wanted to give my experiences, my thoughts, my advice, perspective on the whole experience. And so yeah, hope you guys learned something from this. Let's do it. So first thing I would say, if I were to describe what it's like to dorm, I would say it's like camping. Yep, camping. So if you ever went to camp as a child, you are a child, you go to camp, whatever, your parents take you, drop you off, you have all your stuff, sometimes they stay and get you settled, and then they leave, and then you're on your own. You do the camp stuff, you go to the dining hall, go eat, and then at the end they come and pick you up and help you carry all your stuff out, and that's it. That's what this is like. I was dropped off, kind of helped settle a little bit, did my own thing here, went to the dining hall, and then yeah, left, or not left, I'm still here. Parents come and pick you up and take all your stuff and help you move out, and you're good. So yeah, I would say throughout this whole experience I was like, this feels just like camping, and I love camping, so I'm having a good time. So yeah, I would say camping. I'd say my favorite part of this whole experience was Independency. I've always lived at home, so I've never had this type of experience before, but I loved it. I loved feeling like I was responsible for my own self, had to dealing with my own stuff. Like I wasn't able to lean on someone else, and I think I really needed and really liked that. I liked that experience a lot. So I was able to find that independency, and me and my mom are really, really close. So I think for me, it taught me that I can do it on my own. Not that I don't need her, I'm always gonna need her, but that we don't need to be side by side all the time, and because I think that's the thing I kind of struggled with before. My least favorite part, I would say, was definitely missing home, missing my family, missing events. You know, if I had a test or assignment, I couldn't go home. Oh yeah, because by the way, home isn't all that far. It's like 50 miles, which is totally doable, totally drivable. I just didn't want to commute that every morning. So yeah, typically if they wanted to come out, or if I wanted to go home, it was totally doable, as you could see from my previous videos. But yeah, I would say sometimes when I couldn't, it was kind of lonely and kind of, yeah, lonely. Because for me, I'm not someone who puts myself out there very much. I'm kind of shy, kind of keep to myself, I would say. So I felt lonely a lot. I felt like I came in during the spring instead of coming in during the fall. So coming into the spring, there's a lot less transfers. So I felt like everyone was kind of in their cliques, in their groups of friends, and I kind of just walked into that and didn't really have someone like that. So it was kind of hard, I would say, at first. I got used to it, and it wasn't that bad, I would say, overall. Food. The food was horrible. If you had to go to the dining hall food, I pray that your food was better than mine. It sucked. It was horrible. The only thing I liked about it was that I could walk up to it and it was there, but ugh, I'm not gonna miss that at all. Like, fast food tastes better sometimes than the food here, like, seriously. So yeah, I mean, at the school I'm at, Long Beach, there's 3 different dorms, so there's 3 different dining halls, and the one I'm at, I would say, is the worst. So I would go to the other dining hall sometimes to get the better food, but sometimes it's just, most of the time I was just too lazy to go do that, so I would just settle for here. And for me, like, I think, okay, I paid for this food, I'm gonna eat it, I'm not gonna make myself like it, but I'm gonna eat it because I paid for it, and I don't want to waste that money that we paid for this food. So I'd still go, and it still sucked. Another thing I didn't really like was, and it's completely unavoidable, me and my roommate were sometimes not in sync. Like, she would have to get ready really early, and I would be like, I want to sleep, or vice versa, or we'd both be getting ready at the same time and have to, like, share stuff. And that's, like I said, completely unavoidable. That's gonna happen, and it's not something that's bad. I think it's, if you and your roommate get along, it's really easy, and we got along, so it was really easy. It's not like we were frustrated or mad at each other. And we let each other know sometimes, like, hey, like, I'm gonna really need to be up early, sorry, or just stuff like that. It's good to be courteous to that other person. And because, like, for me, I know, like, hey, this is their room too. I don't need to be blasting my music, or I don't need to be doing a certain thing that's, like, invading her space or anything like that. And she understood that too. So I think it's really good to understand. Sorry, people are moving. I think it's really good to understand that this is your room, yes, but this is also someone else's room, and you need to respect or kind of hold that boundary. And yeah, that made sense. Advice? The biggest thing would be to bring less stuff. I brought way too much. Well, I brought a lot of stuff that I didn't touch, didn't move, didn't need. And I think for me, when I was packing, I originally thought, like, I'm bringing what I need along with what I want. And I think for the stuff that I wanted, it just wasn't necessary. You know, if I had, like, a house or a home, my own room, like, it's not, like, maybe I would have used it more. But, like, I don't know, being here, it really opened up my eyes to, like, I don't need as much stuff as I thought I did, just overall. So I think when I go back, I'm planning on just gonna donate some stuff. I don't get rid of stuff, donate a lot of stuff. But yeah, don't bring as much. I would say for me, decorative items. Yeah, a few things is really nice, kind of personalize your own space, but don't go overboard because your room's not that big to do that. And I think I did that a little bit, but I think once I got here, I realized, oh, okay, I can't use this. It's like, where is it gonna go? And then I would just put it in a box or put it up somewhere and then never touch it, and it just took up space, or it's something I needed to lug back. So yeah, bring only what you really need. Definitely, I mean, if possible, you'll go home during winter break or go home at some point and you can get more or get really what you wanted or whatever. Just bring less crap. My second thing of advice would be to open yourself up to new people, new experiences, new opportunities. Just open yourself up. For me, being really kind of shy and keep to myself, that was hard. But I really wanted to get the most out of this experience. So for me, I joined a softball league, and I've never done softball before, and I had a blast. I loved it. Our team was horrible, though. We sucked. We literally did not win a single game, but we did tie one, so that's good. Yeah, we were horrible, but it was fun. I had so much fun. I learned a lot. I learned how to play softball. Am I good? I'm not the worst, but I'm not that great. Definitely not that great. So yeah, just find something that you can do that you are interested in and do it. Enjoy it. Don't hold back. Just do it, because you're gonna be so happy and thankful that you did. So for me, that was sports, softball. For you, maybe art or maybe something else. So I think it's really important to just get the most out of this experience and meet new people. So that's my second advice. As my roommate goes, I would say for us, we and there's definitely different ways it could have went. It could have went horrible. It could have been we hated each other. It sucked. It could have went like that. It could have been absolutely amazing. We could have been best friends now and, you know, make lifetime memories together. It could have been like that. It wasn't like that either. For us, I'm totally happy with how it turned out. We kind of did our own thing. We were super, like, nice to each other. We talked, but overall we did our own thing. I'm not gonna say we're coming out of this best friends. We're not coming out of this even friends. Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna hang out outside of this, but it's someone, like, we got along. We could definitely live together. So I would say I'm very happy because I think of how horrible it could have went. Do I wish we could have turned out more, or do I wish we could have been more compatible, better friends? Yes. I would say we were just kind of very different, in that we just have different interests and different hobbies. So not saying it was hard to get along, but we just didn't connect on a lot of levels. But yeah, like I said, I'm so happy to have had her as a roommate. I think that she made this experience way better than it could have been if that went sour. So be good to your roommate. I would say for us, our biggest thing was we were courteous to each other. If we knew the other one was sleeping, we would, do our best to be quiet and vice versa. Or ask each other like, hey, like, is it okay if so and so comes up to the room? Yeah, cool. Like, for me, like, my way of thinking about it was, yeah, it's my room, it's my space. Maybe I don't overall like want that to happen, but it's also her room too. I'm not gonna be like, no. So just be easy to get along with, I think, and make it, yeah, it just makes the whole experience easier. I learned a lot about myself. I would say is the biggest thing. Sorry. I learned a lot about myself. I learned that, yeah, I could do this. That I learned, yeah, I think just if you've never been alone, or if you've never like lived alone, technically I was alone, but if you've ever lived alone away from like family, away from your household, it teaches you a lot by yourself. It taught me like that I could take care of myself, how to take care of myself, how to do certain things that I couldn't have learned living with my parents. So I'm super grateful for this experience. Oh, and I learned about new diverse cultures, people, groups. Yeah, I mean, living with a whole, like, basically apartment of people, going to the dining hall, seeing new faces, like, it teaches you a lot about different groups, and it was really fun. I loved it. One last thing I would say for me, being in the dorm, you lose your ability to be alone. You lose that ability to need, or to have that alone time, to have that me time type thing. That's gone. Because you can't just tell your roommate, hey, like, I want to be alone right now, like, can't, I mean, I guess if you guys are that good of, like, on that good of terms, you can, but for me, I always thought, like, I'm not going to tell her to leave or ask her to leave, like, it's her room, too. So for me, I think it's important to find that place you can go to where that keeps you calm, or is your alone time place, or just something. For me, that was the beach. I would go to the beach when I felt like crappy, or I just felt down, or whatever, or even when I was happy. Just went to the beach mainly around the time when the sun was gonna set. It just made me feel so relaxed and happy, and I think it's really important to have that here if you don't. So I think, I mean, and I'm not gonna say I would have went crazy if I didn't have it, but I think it made my experience a lot better that I did have that. I was also really fortunate to have my car. I understand that a lot of students, or some students, I don't know, a lot, don't have their car. For me, if I ever needed that and I would just go to my car, sometimes I would just sit in my car and just have the quiet, or just be in my car because I love my car, or like go for a drive, mainly the beach like I said, or go to the drive for somewhere, go drive to Target. So yeah, I love my car. But so yeah, I think it's really important to have that place of relaxation. So yeah, so that was my few advice, tips, experiences, what this whole thing meant to me, or how it impacted me. So yeah, I understand that. Or for me, I feel like your first experience is something, it says the most, or you learn the most. And I learned a lot, and I wanted to be able to pass some of that along. And so I hope you learned something, took something away, or completely disagreed with all this, just something. So yeah, just wanted to say that. So thank you for watching. I am super grateful for this whole experience, and I look forward to the summer now, because I am done. I'm done. Done. I'm so looking forward to summer, by the way. Okay, bye.